Yes Please Paper Crafts, and this video is the last video in the 4-part series on washi tape storage and organization. And if you haven't checked out the first 3 videos, I will leave links to those videos in the description below. The first video was about the Recollections washi storage case from Michaels and how I used that to organize my washi tape by collection and also by the calendar year. And then the second one was on a reference guide that I have been creating. The reference guide looks like this. I've used an old Happy Planner to build this reference guide, and I have all my washi tape in here. And then I haven't actually finished this yet, and if you watch the video you'll see that a lot of this does not have the numbers on it yet, but I have started working on this, and what the plan is that I will go through all my washi tape and write down the location of where the washi tape is stored. And so if you look here, I have like on this bin a number A3B, and then I have each row is like 1, 2, 3, 4. And so when I actually put the number in this reference guide, it's Alex drawer unit number 3, tape number 4, row number 4, and then tape number 8, and then bin A. And so that's how I know if I see this tape, I know exactly where to find it. So if you're interested in finding out more about this reference guide, the part 2 of the washi tape series, video number 2, that's the one where I talk in depth about this reference guide. The third video was on using the Alex drawer unit from Ikea to store washi tape. And in that Alex drawer unit, I have these drawer organizers. And so today's video is going to be about making divider inserts to go into these drawer organizers so that you can store your washi tape so it doesn't move around. So let me go ahead and show you. Originally, when I was doing my washi tape in these drawer organizers, I had it in a bin like this and no divider insert. And if you take a washi tape out, and they're all rolling around and falling over, and so it just was driving me crazy. And so I was thinking, how can I make something that would make the washi tape stay in place? And so that's when I came up with this idea of a divider insert. Now since then, I had found the Recollections Slim Project case from Michaels, and that is my favorite organization item in my craft room. There are so many things that fit in that case, and I have just been having so much fun making divider inserts to fit all kinds of stuff. Distress Oxide inks, mini ink cubes, Nuvo crystal drops, stickles. It fits so many things. It fits wood stamps, all kinds of ink pads, and it's just awesome. I do have a few videos on that as well. If you go out and look at my channel and look for that Slim Project case, you'll see the videos that I've made for that. And but anyway, so the idea for all of that came from this washi divider insert and these drawer organizers. So what I'm going to show you in this video today is how to create one of these divider inserts. And I'm also going to be sharing with you a couple of different bins that you could use if you can't find these drawer organizers. Now, these drawer organizers I originally got from Sam's Club. They had a set of 10 of them, and I think it was $20, and then they put it on clearance and they had it for $10. So you got 2 of these, which are 6x6, 2 3x3s, 2 3x9s, 2 3x12s, and then this large one, which is a 6x15. And all of that was $10. Now, when I went out looking for something that I could link to kind of share with you where you can get these drawer organizers, I could not find them anywhere. Now, I did see the smaller ones, like this little bitty one, and this, I think this size, and maybe the smaller 3x9. They do have those available on Amazon, but those are not as useful. Where I use the most is, the ones I use the most is the 3x12, and then this 6x15. So anyway, I've been looking around at different stores, and I did see them at Tuesday Morning, Bed Bath & Beyond. I think I saw them at Home Store and the Home Goods store, and just different stores. But they want $8 for one this size, and it's not even the biggest one. So Yeah, I just think that's unreasonable. So I went looking and I found some other drawer organizers. They don't have the silicone lining, but they look identical to this, and they're exactly the same size. So I'm going to put a link to those in the description of this video, and hopefully, you know, that'll be something that y'all can get if you want to try this. So you want to get the size that's 6 by 15 or this one, which is 3 by 12. You can fit 3 of these large ones plus one of the small ones in an Alex drawer unit, and it's awesome. So let me go ahead and show you the insert, and I have another empty one here. This is the insert that I created, and it might look familiar to you guys if you've watched my other videos on creating divider inserts for the Slim project case. But I'm going to just show y'all the difference. So you see this one's rolling all over the place. If we just go ahead and put this in here, it's going to be so much better. And I just love it. I just love that it doesn't go anywhere. It stays in the little dividers. And if you take one out, it doesn't, nothing comes from the previous row or the next row and takes its place. It stays right there. They don't turn sideways. They just stay right like that. So it's cool. I like it a lot. So it's awesome. It makes me happy. Okay, so even this big one, look, it's not going anywhere. It's even better in the bigger one. So it's not going anywhere. So yeah, really awesome. So let me go ahead and I'll show you how to make one. Now I'm going to make just this one, which is for the 3 by 9. All of these bins, you do it the exact same way. And so I will share with you the dimensions for the cardstock and the scoring for each one of the bins. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to share that with you in the description of this video because there is a limit to the number of characters that YouTube allows us to put in the description. And I know it's not all going to fit. So I will probably create a PDF file and put it in our Facebook group. And I have a Facebook group called Craft Room Organization with Yes Please Paper Crafts. And I will put a link to that Facebook group in the description of this video. You can click on that link, request to join, and then I will add you to the group. Once you get in there, you will be able to go to Files and then find the PDF file, and then you can download that file, and it'll have all the dimensions that you need to create all the different you know, divider inserts for every different size of these bins or storage drawer organizers. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, so what we're going to use for this project is some cardstock. I'm going to be using this purple cardstock. Some of them are really old, ugly cardstock, and it's in really bad shape because it's just probably like 20 years old. What we're going to do though is we're going to cut a piece of this cardstock down to 2 5/8 inch, which is the width of this storage bin. And then we're going to cut this to 11 inches. We're going to need 2 pieces. This is going to be our first piece of cardstock. And we're going to do another piece. It's going to be 2 5/8 inch, so the same width. And then we're going to need this one to be 7 3/4 inches. Okay, so this will be cardstock number 2. All right, let me go ahead and move this paper trimmer. And then we're going to get to scoring. Okay, so I got my scoreboard here. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can use a ruler and any kind of a blunt or, you know, tipped instrument like this scoring tool. And what you're going to do is we're going to take cardstock number 1, which is the longer one. That's 11 inches. And we're going to go ahead and just score this. And the first measurement is going to be the first row. So we're going to go over to 1 3/4 inches and make a score line. And then our dividers, I'm going to make the dividers a 1/2 inch. I found that it doesn't need to be bigger than that with these particular drawer organizers that I have here. So we're going to do 1/2 inch, which is going to make this be 2 1/4 and then 2 3/4. Then we're going to go over 1 3/4 inches, which would be 4 1/2. And then that's our second row. Now we're going to make another divider. So this is going to be 1/2 inch. So we're going to go to 5 and then 5 1/2. Then we're going to make our third row. So that's going to be 7 1/4. The next divider will be 7 3/4 and 8 1/4. And I'll put all of these scoring measurements will be in the document in the PDF, but I'll also put it on the screen when I edit back the video. So we're going to go over another 1 3/4, which will put us at 10. And then we'll score it 10 1/2. So this will be our last divider here. So that's the scoring for cardstock number 1. For cardstock number 2, the one that is only 7 3/4 inches, we're going to start with a 1/2 inch. This 1/2 inch is going to be what we use to connect cardstock 1 with cardstock 2. Okay, and then we're going to make our fourth row, so we need to go over another 1 3/4, which would put us at 2 1/4. Next divider would be 1/2 inch, so we'll go 2 3/4 and 3 1/4. Then we're going to go over another 1 3/4 for our fifth row. Yeah, this is the fifth row. Let's see. So that'll be, is that 5? Yeah, 5. And then 5 1/2 will be a divider, 6. That's our divider here. And then this is our last row. This is row number 7. Yeah, so we're going to have 1 2 3 4 on this first cardstock, and then 5 6 7 there. And then we're going to join these together just like this, so that we join these two. And I actually like to put this one on top, because then when you fold it, the fold will be here and you won't be seeing this rough edge. So we'll glue it together like this. Let me go ahead and move the scoreboard out of the way. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and get this glued. Okay, so I'm going to grab my liquid glue, and I'm using the Tombow Mono Liquid Glue, and I'm just going to put some glue on here. And I find with this kind of, it's a lighter weight cardstock, I'm not going to use the ATG, I'm just going to use the liquid glue. And I'm just going to put that together like that, and just join those two together. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to fold it back and forth on the fold line, not on the fold lines, on the score line. And we're just going to make the divider. So we're going to do this. So everywhere that there's this 1/2 inch, 2 1/2 inch scores, we're going to make a divider. So there's the second one, third one. Okay, and then once I finish doing this, I'm going to go ahead and glue this, and then we're going to we might have to trim the corners because, like I said, this is not a 90-degree angle. It has a curved corner, and so we probably are going to have to adjust it a little bit, but it's not very difficult to do with this drawer organizer. So I'm just going to add some glue to here, and I'm going to speed this up so you don't have to watch me doing this. We have that all glued, then I can grab this empty organizer and just fit it down in there, and you can kind of see that it's popping up. I don't know if you can see that. See how it's popping up? So what we're going to have to do is I'm just going to take our scissors, my scissors here, and I'm just going to make a rounded corner. And just go around and round it off like that. And I'm going to do it to both sides. Glued. Okay. Normally I wait a little bit longer before I mess with it, but for the video's sake, I'm trying to do it quickly. Okay, so there we go. It fits right in there. And once you put the washi tape in there, it's going to lay flat, but you can see it's laying all the way flat with the weight of my fingers in there. And that's all it is. That's all you need to do to create the divider insert. So I will be creating the file and putting that into the Facebook group with all the dimensions for all these different bins. We will have the dimensions for this bin, for the one that's 6 by 15, and then I have some Target bins that I've been creating divider inserts for. I got these Target bins a couple weeks ago. I was really excited about them. I thought it would be a good alternative to these drawer organizers, and they do fit very well into the Alex drawer unit. I think the biggest problem that I have with it, and let me go ahead and show it to you, is this is a small size. It comes as a set of 3. This one is the medium, and then they have this really nice big large one. And they are really awesome, but I had a harder time trying to create divider inserts just because the measurements of these particular bins, it doesn't really lend itself to creating 1 3/4 inch. I really wanted to create the divider insert going this way, but when I did that, I was left with some weird, like extra half of row that I couldn't use to put anything in. So I ended up doing it this way, but it made it more complicated because I had to join the cardstock together because I didn't have anything long enough. This is actually 13 inches. And so it does make it a little bit more difficult, but it can be used, and these are really awesome. You can fit, I think, 2 of these, and then I only have 3 of these, so I'm not exactly sure how many of these you can fit, but I will put the interior dimensions of the Alex drawers in the description of this video, and you can just, you know, kind of look and measure the bins and see what fits. But I'm pretty sure 2 of these large ones and 1 of the medium ones and 2 of the small ones would fit all in one Alex drawer. So it is a good alternative, and all 3 of these bins cost only $7.99. So it is a very inexpensive way to do the washi storage. It's just a little bit harder to do the drawer inserts or the divider inserts. And if you look at these, you'll see that it's much more curved than these drawer organizers. And so you do have to work around the curves. And I was able to get this one with 4 rows going this way. And then for this one, I made this one where it's 4 rows going this way. But I need to adjust it a little bit because it's just, one of these is just a little bit too big. So I'll probably just take and cut this off. Make it just slightly smaller. And that's one of the nice things about these being cardstock. You know, you can easily just modify them to make them fit. And it's still hitting a little bit, so. Okay, so I'll probably have to adjust this one again. I've made these ones for the Target ones several different times in different configurations. And I came up with a pretty good one for these 2. And this one, I think I need to still adjust it a little bit. I might end up doing it to where I don't have the divider on the end like this. And I just have it open so that we can adjust the sides to make it fit. But yeah, these would still work. It's just not as easy to work with, I think, as using these drawer organizers. So let me think if there's anything else. I don't think there was. So that's all I have for this video. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye now. Hey, Lily Bell. You getting a good workout? You going? Go, go, go. Woohoo! She's running on the treadmill. And my dog's going the treadmill about, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe sometimes 5 times a week for 30 minutes. And gets all that energy out of them. They get into a little